Co-sign it, co-sign it, co-sign it.
Take over, take over, take over.
Take over Tuesday.
Taking over Tuesdays.
Only on the Good Time Show.
We are here on the Good Time Show with Blue Steel.
Welcome to the show.
What it is? You know, I'm just coolin', man. It's your boy Blue Steel representing that North Florida, 904, St. Johns County. Yeah.
Okay. How's the weather down there?
I got on some shorts and flip-flops right now.
Oh, that's how you do it.
We just coolin', you feel me?
That's how it is.
Yeah, it don't get cold out here. We straight.
That's how I like it. Okay, now for all the people that don't know, you're a rapper based from Florida. You open for many people: Flo Rida, Webby, Lil Boosie, you name it. Now let's start all the way from the beginning. How did you come up with the name Blue Steel?
Well, I always been blue since the dirt. That's my daddy gave me that name. You feel me? Since I was his close friends called him Blue. And he just passed it on to me, and everybody called me Blue, from the teachers in school to whatever I did. I always been Blue. And I put the steel on basically because, you know, no matter what, I'm still going to be that same cat, you feel me? I'm always going to be Blue. I'm still going to be the same no matter the situation where I'm at my highest or I'm at my lowest, you feel me? So, Blue Steel.
Okay.
Now, what made you go into music and what made you want to start rapping and making music?
Well, I always rap, you feel me? Just playing around, never took it seriously. Ain't too many young niggas that don't rap, so we all rap to some degree, play around sports. It's just certain things that in the hood you just gonna do. So we just played around with nothing serious, and what really happened was I had a little legal situations and ran across a lot of free time, so I just went to writing down a lot of stuff, and eventually I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go lay this stuff down, and just went to laying it down and playing around with it, and you know, a few years later I just kind of threw a mixtape in the streets just to see what to do. I got a good response, and then from there I was like, you know what, let's try to make this happen. I released the single Broco, and from there it's just been no looking back since I released the Broco single.
Now, what opened your eyes to make you take this serious as a business? Like, what movement was it? Was it that first joint that you dropped, or what changed your perspective and say, you know what, I can do this and make money off of it?
Well, when I released the mixtape, I got a good vibe back from the people. You know, people was telling me like, yeah, man, I like this. You know, whatever. When you got people went asking like, okay, what else? You got something else coming out? You got the videos? So I went, you know what? I can make this pop, because it really ain't nothing in my life I ain't never done. I ain't had some degree of success to, you feel me? So this rap game just be another thing. Once you put your focus to it and dedicate yourself to it, you're going to prosper to some degree, you know, whether it be where you want to be or not. You know, you will see some type of prosperity as long as you dedicate yourself and get focused. So it's the same thing with this music, you know. I'm dedicating myself and getting focused, and I'm going to use this as a stepping stone to do some other things. But for me, it's just all about success. I can care less at what it's at. I just want to live comfortable, be successful, you know what I'm saying? And I come from nothing, so I don't want to go back to that. So I'm just, as long as I can keep me something, we good.
Now, what, like for a person that's just listening in, just getting wind of you, what can they get from your music? Like your mixtape, you just dropped the mixtape, right?
Right, I just released a self-made mixtape. It's on livemixtapes.com, thatpiff.com, bluesteelnow.com. All my mixtapes be kind of different. This self-made mixtape is more, I'm just kind of, it's the title speaks for itself, self-made. So I'm just letting the people know a lot about me and how I'm doing this, because this all sponsored by Steel. It ain't no backing. This all me. You feel me? I cut the checks, I make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own boss. A lot of people say that they're own boss, but really it's somebody else making it happen for me. You feel me? Ain't no investors involved. I'm running this shit myself as of now. But in the day, I'm self-made, because I'm coming from unknown, regular dude out the hood to making moves now. You feel me? So we just trying to take it bigger and bigger. And this mixtape, that's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear me just explaining to you that it started with 0 and now we're going to 60. You feel me? And I did this.
Okay.
Now, with your first mixtape that you had, Mixtape Massacre Volume 1, it did wonders, which made you start your own record label. Now, how did that really come about?
Right.
How did you know that you really wanted to start your own record label?
Well, I was the one, it was my money, so we gonna make the imprint. It wasn't nobody, from the day one, from the first time I ever stepped in the studio, you feel me? Nobody contributed to this financially as far as helping me get posters, as far as helping me do anything. So, I had to start my own imprint because it was me who was doing it. So we started our own imprint, and then we run it from there, you know, like, it's just real. Even from there, I was young when I started that, you feel me? But it was just me. I don't want to depend on nobody, you feel me? If somebody want to come along and help and do business, that's cool. But I don't wait or depend on nobody. I got to make these moves. I come from from a small city, you feel me? People don't make it. People don't have anything. It's not like a big city, major city where you see different people with different economic backgrounds. Where I'm from, nobody don't have nothing. You feel me? The black people, the white people ain't really got nothing either. You got, some of them might have a little money, but especially for us blacks, nobody had anything. So
what city is that?
So St. Augustine, Florida. North Florida, you feel me?
Okay.
And right now I'm living in the Daytona area, and it's the same thing, you feel me? Like, people don't really make it out of certain areas, you know what I'm saying? They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, but, and you can make it out of the country, you can make it anywhere. You feel me? Because it ain't no options. You understand what I'm saying? If you in New York, you see big city, big lights, big dreams. But if you in the country, nigga, it ain't nothing there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing there. Nobody ain't got nothing. It is what it is. It's just the way of life. You don't know no different if you don't know no better.
So how did it come about you opening up for those different artists? Like, was that just you grinding and your music?
Just my grind. Yeah, just my grind. Being out here networking, just grinding. I ain't know nobody. Like, when I came into the music, I ain't know nobody. I wasn't rapping because my homeboy was rapping. I wasn't around. You feel me? I was in a legal situation with writing a whole bunch of rap. I had a lot of free time, and I looked up studio in the phone book. You feel me?
Wow.
Knew nothing about none of this. Dude said he had Pro Tools. I said, let's run. I didn't even know what Pro Tools was. But he said he's the only person in the city that had Pro Tools. It sounded good to me. Let's go.
Now, so the people that picked up your first mixtape, now you're on your third mixtape. How do you feel you grew lyrically?
I feel like more than anything, it's not even lyrically. I think I've really grown as far as just making good music, as far as structuring songs, as far as having hooks, having bridges, having 12-bar verses here if it's needed, or 16. You know, song arrangement and song structure was real key. When I started rapping, I didn't know what a bar was. I ain't know how to count no bars, you know?
Right.
I ain't know nothing. So I think more than my lyrics have grown, I think just my knowledge of how to write a song has grown the most. I think that's what it is. The knowledge of how to write a song has grown more than anything, which has helped me be able to write different types of songs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, do you have other artists that are signed to your label?
I got one artist. I just signed him. Young dude, fresh out of high school, 300 Reds. He on his grind. You know, I don't have to. He on his grind. I approach him. You feel me? Anybody approach me, if you gotta approach me, then you ain't been grinding hard enough. You shouldn't have to approach me, you know? That's the same method that I take when it comes to these major labels and everybody else. I'm not gonna approach them. I'm gonna work and grind. You feel me? And they're gonna see my work, and then if they wanna do some business, they're definitely gonna let me know. Now, and that's how it was with him.
Now, what are you looking for as far as a label? Are you looking to stay independent? Are you looking for a PD deal? Or how do you feel about the industry right now and the deals that industries are giving out?
Well, right now, you know, we've been working, so they've been calling, but it's not really what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I'm gonna do whatever best. If staying independent is the best thing for me, well, you know, it gotta make sense. Whatever it is, if I sign a deal or if I remain independent, whatever it is, it has to make sense. It has to be the right move. So if I'm gonna stay independent, then that gotta be the best move for that time, you know. And we're gonna keep grinding, and when the right deals start coming our way, then, you know, we may take that route. But I ain't gonna be one of the cat, I'm just gonna stay Hollywood, I don't need no deal and all this and that. Why not spend somebody else's money? I'm breaking my check, you feel me? So it's my check that's on the line. A lot of other cats say that, but it ain't their money on the line, you feel me?
Right.
It ain't them that's gonna take that L if this situation flops. So when you spending your own money and you taking your own L's, you learn a lot quicker. You feel me? So for me, I would rather spend somebody else's money. So of course, if a deal comes through that's the proper deal, we gonna run it. But we not gonna just get a deal just to say we got a deal. We don't need a deal just to say we got one. You feel me? I don't have to piggyback off nobody. So if it's gonna be a good situation, we gonna make it happen. Other than that, I ain't worried about it.
Okay. So let's get into the mixtape. How many songs is on the mixtape?
We got 13 tracks on there. Mixtape hosted by DJ Rail and DJ Perk. Yeah, big DJs. They doing their thing on the internet. We doing good numbers virally on it, you know. Doing good numbers. It's been out about a month.
Now, the single that we have Drop It. Now, who helped you produce that and who helped write it as well?
J. Rum. The whole mixtape, the whole self-made mixtape was produced by J. Rum Beats. He real huge, man. Y'all can check him out on Twitter at J. Rum Beats. He real big on the internet. He doing major numbers on his SoundClick and all that. But I know him personally, you feel me? We did a nice little business agreement. We worked out and he produced the whole mixtape. Gave me a nice sound on it. Drop It Down Low, that was produced by him.
Okay. Well,
any features?
Yeah, I got all the features I got on there are all independent artists in my area that's doing their thing. You know, I can go get any artist, but I'm just gonna wait till the right time. You feel me? Just because you can do something don't mean you should do something. So we gonna grind and we gonna make sure it's the right time before we do, you know, try to do real big features. For everybody I got Mr. Willie Mays on there. I got my artist, Red 300. Got my homie Florida Fresh. He doing his thing. I think they about to get a situation with Atlantic. And just all our TD Luciano. That's about it. I got about 4 or 5 features, all independent artists in my area that's working, because I don't deal with nobody that ain't working. Nobody.
All right. Well, tell the listeners right now where they can find the mixtape. Tell the listeners where they can keep in touch with you and
download it.
Right, and download it and link up with you.
Yeah, y'all can go get that mixtape. Y'all go get all my mixtapes on livemixtape.com, thatpiff.com, bluestillnow.com. You can get everything on there. You can check out the YouTube channel, Blue Still Now. You can get at me on Twitter at BlueStill 80PR. That's 80PR. Facebook, the same thing, BlueStill 80PR. And just follow me on them social sites. You know what I'm saying? Check out the website. We got all the videos on there. We got all the music on there. You can also go to Live Mixtapes and that pill. We on there too, man. So support the movement. 80 Proof Records. 80 Proof Records, man. Shout out to Crystal G, All in One Entertainment.
Okay, well, let's get into your new single so you can go ahead and introduce it to the listeners. Drop It.
Yeah, this is the new single, man. Drop It Down Low featuring Keith, man. Y'all check it out. Self-made in the streets now.
Yo. Drop it down low. I need all the ladies. Just bust it. Drop it down low. I'm getting money like I never did before.